What's good, world? Yeah, welcome to my memoirs of a gangster. Uh, and as you can see, yes, I am sleeping outside. Yes, I am camping. But I guess the craziest part about it all is the fact that I couldn't tell you exactly why I'm outside, but if God's separating you from the rest of the pack, man, embrace it. You know what I mean? God damn spiders. Animal crackers. My nigga. Alright. Time to get the fire going. Um, shit, hurt like a motherfucker. Let me make sure I didn't do goddamn bugs. Welcome to my humble abode, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's kind of messy right now, but I wasn't out here the other day when it rained. And so, let's get this fire going. Yeah, we'll have to deal with a couple spiders tonight, but a couple flies, excuse me. Use this one if I can get this fire going. Sometimes you think you hear shit out there. It just might be alone. But what I can say is I am enjoying my time. Get out here, daddy long leg. You know, for what it's worth, it might sound like there's some kind of sadness in my voice, or I don't know, whatever you want to take it as. It's not really. It's kind of relief, for having some kind of peace. And so every day that's why I'm thanking God for allowing myself to be able to find that peace. That ain't looking too good. uh, oh yeah, that. All right. Yeah, sometimes you run into troubles like this. You know, nothing wants to fire up. And then sometimes you get shit through just go. Thank you, God. hopefully tomorrow I'll have something to cook on, like maybe a grill or something. I don't know. Or even something to eat besides animal crackers. But I guess we'll worry about tomorrow when tomorrow gets here. I do kind of love this type of life. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's quite refreshing. um, it's most definitely not for everybody, but people, if you can implement this into your lifestyle, you will be most rewarding. You gotta love it. Lord knows I do. I mean, don't get me wrong. I miss the days being at home with my kids and stuff like that. But you know, as for right now, this is the life. Thank you, Father, for all that you continue to bestow upon me. And even though I know that this is just a way that you get me to come spend time with you, you know what I'm saying, outside of the world. Lord, please take notice that um, I'm trying my very best to be in a state of mind or state of existence of being a student and a teacher, always constantly learning and transmuting this energy of negativity that the world is trying to thrust upon me, trying to make me question or doubt the purpose that you have for me, Lord. Please don't let there be no creepy crawly critters in this motherfucker. Cause bro, that's the last thing I motherfuckers want to be this way. Yes, get out of here. So then that way we don't have to worry about that type of shit. But I want you to know that I am eternally grateful for all that you've done for me. Lord, thank you for all that you continue to do for me. Um, Damn it. Let bitches dry out for right now. My hammer inside. My newly acquired hammer. Trash out. You made me something good. Some bitches is everywhere. Let's close it down. Fuck it. Alright, so let's see here. Alright, so I guess the next reading is going to be Zacharias. In the 8th month, in the 2nd year of King Darius, the word of the Lord came to Zacharias, the son of Barachias, the son of And the prophet saying, the Lord hath been exceeding angry with your fathers, and thou shalt say to them, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Turn ye to me, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will turn to you, saith the Lord of hosts. Be not as your fathers, to whom the former prophets have cried, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, Turn ye from your evil ways, and from your wicked thoughts. But they did not give ear, neither did they hearken to me, saith the Lord. Your fathers were, where are they? And the prophets, shall they live always? But yet my words and my ordinances, which I gave in charge to my servants the prophets, did they not take hold of your fathers? And they returned and said, As the Lord of hosts thought to do to us according to our ways and according to our devices, so he hath done to us. Vision of a man on a red horse. In the 4 and 20th day of the 11th month, which is called Sabbath, in the 2nd year of Darius, the word of the Lord came to Zacharias the son of Barachias, the son of Addo the prophet, saying, I saw by night, and behold, a man riding upon a red horse, and he stood among the myrtle trees that were in the bottom, and behind him were horses, red, speckled, and white. And I said, What are these, my Lord? And the angel that spoke with me said to me, I will show you thee what these are. And the man that stood among the myrtle trees answered and said, These are they whom the Lord hath sent to walk through the earth. And they answered the angel of the Lord that stood among the myrtle trees and said, We have walked through the earth, and behold, all the earth is inhabited and is at rest. And the angel of the Lord answered and said, O Lord of hosts, how long wilt thou not have mercy on Jerusalem and on the cities of Judah, with which Jerusalem and on the other cities of Judah, with which thou hast been angry? This is now the 70th year. And the Lord answered the angel that spoke in me good words, comfortable words. And the angel that spoke in me said to me, Cry thou, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, I am zealous for Jerusalem and Sion with a great zeal, and I am angry with a great anger with the wealthy nations, for I was angry a little, but they helped forward the evil. Therefore, thus saith the Lord of hosts, therefore, thus saith the Lord, I will return to Jerusalem in mercies. My house shall be built in it, saith the Lord of hosts, and the building line shall be stretched forth upon Jerusalem. Cry yet, saying, thus saith the Lord of hosts, my cities shall yet flow with good things, and the Lord will yet comfort Sion, and he will yet choose Jerusalem. Visions of four horns and four smiths. And I lifted up my eyes and saw, and behold, four horns. And I said to the angel that spoke to me, what are these? And he said to me, these are the horns that have scattered Judah and Israel and Jerusalem. And the Lord showed me four smiths. And I said, what come these to do? And he spoke, saying, these are the horns which have scattered Judah, every man apart, and none of them lifted up his head. And these are come to fray them, to cast down the horns of the nations that have lifted up the horn upon the land of Judah, to scatter it. And I lifted up my eyes and saw, and behold, a man with a measuring line in his hand, and said, whither goest thou? And he said to me, to measure Jerusalem, and to see how great is the breadth thereof, and how great the length thereof. And behold, the angel that spoke in me went forth, and another angel went out to meet him. And he said to him, run, speak to this young man, saying, Jerusalem shall be inhabited without walls, by reason of the multitude of men and of the beasts in the midst thereof. And I will be to it, saith the Lord, a wall of fire round about, and I will be in glory in the midst thereof. Oh, oh, flee ye out of the land of the north, saith the Lord, for I have scattered you into the four winds of heaven, saith the Lord. O Sion, flee, thou that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon. Ain't that something? For thus saith the Lord of hosts, after the glory he hath sent me to the nations that have robbed you. For he that toucheth you toucheth the apple of my eye. For behold, I lift up my hand upon them, and they shall be a prey to those that serve thee. And you shall know that the Lord of hosts sent me. Sing praise and rejoice, O daughter of Zion. For behold, I come, and I will dwell in the midst of thee, saith the Lord. And many nations shall be joined to the Lord in that day, and they shall be my people, and I will dwell in the midst of thee. And thou shalt know that I am the Lord of hosts, hath sent me to thee. And the Lord shall possess Judah his nation, his portion in the sanctified land, and he shall yet choose Jerusalem. Let all flesh be silent at the presence of the Lord, for he is risen up out of his holy habitation. And the Lord showed me Jesus, the high priest, standing before the angel of the Lord, and Satan stood on his right hand to be his adversary. Is not this a brand plucked out of the fire? And Jesus was clothed with filthy garments, and he stood before the face of the angel, who answered and said to them that stood before him, saying, Take away the filthy garments from him. And he said to him, Behold, I have taken away thy iniquity, and have clothed thee with change of garments. And he said, Put a clean mitre upon his head. And they put a clean mitre upon his head, and clothed him with garments. And the angel of the Lord stood, and the angel of the Lord protested to Jesus, saying, Thus saith the Lord of hosts, If thou wilt walk in my ways, and keep my charge, thou also shalt judge my house, and shalt keep my courts, and I will give thee some of them that are now present here to walk with thee. Hear, O Jesus, thou high priest, thou and thy friends that dwell before thee, for they are portending men. For behold, I will bring my servant the Orient. For behold, the stone that I have laid before Jesus. Upon one stone there are 7 eyes. Behold, I will grave the graving thereof, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will take away the iniquity of that land in one day. In that day, saith the Lord of hosts, every man shall call his friend under the vine and under the fig tree. And the angel that spoke in me came again, and he waked me as a man that is waked out of his sleep. And he said to me, What seest thou? And I said, I have looked, and behold, a candlestick all of gold, and its lamps upon the top of it, and the 7 lights thereof upon it, and 7 funnels for the lights that were upon the top thereof. and 2 olive trees over it, and one upon the right side of the lamp, and the other upon the left side thereof. And I answered and said to the angel that spoke to me, saying, What are these things, my Lord? And the angel that spoke in me answered and said to me, Knowest thou not what these things are? And I said, No, my Lord. And he answered and spoke to me, saying, This is the word of the Lord to Zerubbabel, saying, Not with an army, nor by might, but by my spirit, said the Lord of hosts. Who art thou, O great mountain? Before Zerubbabel thou shalt become a plain, and he shall bring out the chief stone, and shall give equal grace to the grace thereof. And the word of the Lord came to me, saying, The hands of Zerubbabel have laid the foundations of this house, and his hands shall finish you. And you shall know that the Lord of hosts hath sent me to you. For who hath despised little days? And they shall rejoice and say, and shall see the 10 plummet in the hand of Zerubbabel. These are the 7 eyes of the Lord that run to and fro through the whole earth. And I answered and said to him, What are these 2 olive trees upon the right side of the candlestick, and upon the left side thereof? And I answered again and said to him, What are the 2 olive branches that are by the 2 golden beaks, in which are the funnels of gold? And he spoke to me, saying, Knowest thou not what these are? And I said, No, my Lord. And he said, These are 2 sons of oil, who stand before the Lord of the whole earth. And I turned and lifted up my eyes, and I saw, and behold, a volume flying. And he said to me, What seest thou? And I said, I see a volume flying. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. And he said to me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the earth. For every thief shall be judged as is there written, and everyone that sweareth in like manner shall be judged by it. I will bring it forth, saith the Lord of hosts, and it shall come to the house of the thief, and to the house of him that sweareth falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof, and the stones thereof. And the angel went forth and that spoke in me, and he said to me, Lift up thy eyes and see what this is that goeth forth. And I said, What is it? What is it? And he said, This is a vessel going forth. And he said, This is the eye in all the earth. And behold, a talent of lead was carried And behold, a woman sitting in the midst of the vessel. And he said, This is wickedness. And he cast her into the midst of the vessel, and cast the weight of lead upon the mouth thereof. And I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, there came out two women, and wind was in their wings, and they had wings like the wings of a kite. And they lifted up the vessel between the earth and the heaven. And I said to the angel that spoke in me, Whither do these carry the vessel? And he said to me, That a house may be built for it in the land of Shinar, and that it may be established and set there upon its own base.